we are live, ready, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get fried on this Friday night. Holy shit, it's 420, y'all. Let's hit
Trespass
this.
421. Get your rips in right away today, everybody.
Woo!
420.
Cheers, y'all.
Kathy.
Cheers, cheers.
Welcome, Kathy and Drake, for joining me tonight. Thank you. I have an amazing shout out, and tonight's dabs are going to be brought to you by, guess who? No other than my friend Pilgar in the house. Holy shit.
420.
Holy shit, Pilgar 420. Oh my God, do I love you, man. Oh my gosh. Well, look at I all kinds of shit just fell out of this package here. I can't even tell you all the shit that I got in this package.
Christmas in November.
Woo! I'm so excited. So, I got hooked up with this wedding cake and banana punch, y'all. Oh, wow. And I am ready to dab on this, you all. It is organically grown, like totally solventless rosin that my friend Pilgar has hooked me up with. Oh my gosh. Check this out. Look at that slap too. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Isn't that cute? Even a little
That's too funny.
mushroom.
We were joking earlier that wedding cake hits stronger. It hits more like the divorce.
The wedding cake is more like a divorce for me. Definitely. The wedding cake is a divorce cake.
It's a smacker.
It is a gassy divorce cake. Holy shit. Now, that banana punch, which I'm going to hit that one first right now because I already hit it. I have to tell you, I snuck into it, y'all, before we went live. Oh my God. This punch you in the face, but I really like it. It would have to be my favorite of the two, Pilgar. So awesome. Hey, welcome Texas. How are you? TX Buds, how are you? Bingo, what's up? How's everybody doing? Let me get chat pulled out here. Shoot. And remember to have it on live chat, not top chat, which I do have it on. So let me change that over so I don't miss any of your comments tonight. How is everybody doing tonight? What everybody smoking on?
I just jumped in on some Comatose OG, and that was the topping for my lovely base of D8, as I always do. Gotta make those concentrates extend.
Hey, I understand ya. All right, so I prefer a cold start when I am dealing with solventless products or really nice quality products. I actually now prefer a cold start. So I am going to cold start that. And welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Pelgor, there you are, my brother. How are you? Hooks me up with the dabs tonight. Oh, my gosh. Let me tell you. He is hooking me up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've been having a great morning so far. Productive days for everyone, and we were talking about just some bubbles, some dry sift, got all sorts of stuff coming down the lines, new little things and tweaks that we're thinking of trying ourselves, working things out. What happened to Tara the other day when you were making bubble?
I forgot my lucky leprechaun hat.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
This is my lucky day, so I thought I should put on my lucky hat.
Your hash making hat.
It goes with the outfit.
Dab time, y'all. I hope you're all having an awesome high night out there. Kathy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. I'm getting ready to flip my cotton candy crunch probably tonight and maybe tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling. But I'm getting ready to pop her over. So a few more weeks.
That's always super exciting. I can't wait. I'm just getting ready to get the flower room back up in order here in the next few days. I should be going through, doing the final cleaning tweaks, doing another little heat treatment, and then be showing away all the awesome stuff coming down the line with this Alias light. I'm so freaking pumped. So thankful to Tara again and Alias. Big shout out. So I'll let you guys all see what's coming down with that. I think I'm going to do 9 black garlic under the Alias 630 in the 3x3 beds for the first try, but I'm not positive. But that's
nice.
Nice. That sounds pretty cool.
Woo! I'm getting punched in the face with that banana, Kilgore.
Awesome.
Woo, baby.
Community supporting community. Got little packages traveling, the little cannabis gnomes doing their duties.
I'll tell you what, my brother knew when to send that package. It was perfect timing because I have not had time to process all my bubble yet. And some bubble hash that I did process, I have to tell y'all, sucks. And this was old hash that I
Real old, right?
old. It was like 3 years old. It was stored in these buckets behind me. 3 years old product because I grew all this product one year and grew some that I didn't like, and I grew these really big plants, and I was really happy that year. But this is like really, it's not pretty, and it like you can hear it, ting, like
It's
hard. It's like
it's old. It's dark. There's no terps.
it's dark. So it's like super CBN, but like, hey, like you could still put it in some edibles. We could still put it in, like it would still be okay, dabbable. It would still be all right. It's just.
Are you
not
telling
my
me this is the
favorite.
Buckley's of bubble hash?
It's just not my favorite. Yeah.
Tastes bad, but it works.
Yeah. If I had to, it tastes way better than Reclaim. Because, like, you know, we've all tasted that before because you had to taste that. And we tasted this nasty BHO stuff that I had really old stuff that we made into BHO. And it was really, really nasty.
I don't even want to remember that flavor. That was horrible. Oh my God, was that horrible? Like left a coating on my tongue. It was horrible. But it did give a hell of a kick. But yeah, I could not hit it again. One was enough. Yeah, one was enough.
It was gross. It was gross. Yeah, definitely
There's
gross.
some pretty.
Thanks, Johnny. He likes my hat.
No,
Oh,
it's not
nice.
fire. It wasn't fire, Bingo.
There's some pretty nasty stuff out there. You gotta be careful.
It
Watch
was
out for
the
the
soot
poof.
left after the fire.
It was not very good. Oh my God, it was not very good. But Bingo, how you doing? I'd love to have you in the chat. If you want to jump on, you're definitely welcome. Anybody that I have hung out with, if y'all want to DM me and you want to jump in here and hang out with us tonight, you're definitely welcome. We're just hanging out here to get high. I'm also here to talk to you guys about what I have, some stuff that I'm going to be doing. I ordered some ginger, some fresh ginger, organic ginger, which is already starting to bud in here. I couldn't believe it. It's starting to bud.
Yeah.
And I wanted to plant some, so I'm going to plant some ginger along with my Congo. And I'm also going to be making a ginger bug because our friend Gingerbug had been telling us about it. And I also ordered a whole bunch of organic ginger. So, we are going to have some fun.
Yes. You got tons
We got
there.
lots of ginger.
Make some nice probiotic carbonation. That's what a ginger bug is.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Gingerbug is, check it out. Oh my gosh, my friend Pilgor, I'm dropping these things all over. Yeah, these cool pins. Those are really cool, Pilgor. I just saw that.
Oh,
There
isn't
we
that
go.
cool?
Look at
That's
that.
wicked pretty.
And it's like a plastic little pin on the back. I could put that in my hat right now. Hey! There we go.
How
I got a
perfect.
Pilgor hat.
Fitting.
Should I put it right in the middle of the buckle?
If it'll fit.
Or right there in the
Ooh, you might have to do the middle. Yeah. I think
the four-leaf
you have to right
clover?
there. I think so.
watch me pin it into my head and hit my head.
As long as it sticks.
There. But I need to put the cap on it. Okay, we gotta. Here, let's fix this. We'll fix it. Awesome. I got a pin now. Cool. Yeah, the Gingerbug is really, really cool. Gingerbug doesn't like you.
Ginger doesn't like Johnny Hash.
Oh, Ginger doesn't like him. Huh? Okay.
I just,
Well, who knows?
I
This
hope
could be
I
a little
posted the link for the ginger bug.
Oh, thank you very much, Kathy.
Thanks,
so everyone
Kathy.
check that out.
If
Awesome,
that works,
Rod.
if I grab the right one, I don't know. I'm gonna grab the wrong one.
Kathy Mon. Oh, and look, Annie gave me a pin. Check this out. Pilgor, holy shit, you got the hookups, buddy.
Load it up. Everyone check out
Button
Pilgor.
pin.
Make sure to
Cool
go
as
out there,
that.
give him a follow, give him a
Okay,
like,
now,
check
well,
out his
now the
streams.
button pin would go better in the thing, but now I already got that on. Okay, we'll put that on next time. We'll put the button up there too, somewhere.
We'll find a spot. There's room for everything.
We'll pull one right in the middle. We can put the button on there too.
Room for everybody over here.
Way cool, Pilgor. Thank you for the hookup, man. That's awesome. Happy Friday to you. Light it up. Let's do it. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Johnny, I totally forgot to reach out last time when we were talking, so feel free to hit me up or tear up on Instagram and DM us, and we'll continue rocking. We'll have another sesh again. That was awesome. And anyone else that we're not super familiar with, just give us a little message and we will link up. We're figuring out a time and date. We'll try to do it weekly and come have a little sesh and meet the community and go from there. Get session because we love to meet people. Oh, look at that.
Stick all this shit in here. Here we go.
Just decked out.
There you go.
Little
we got the
ears.
slaps in there. Here, let's see the candy. We got candy, and we got. Let's see. We got some candy and suckers in there. What else? Oh my gosh, we got. Oh my gosh, a big nerd gumball. Oh, that looks really good. I might have to eat that right now, but I won't chew gum. That would be rude while I was on the live. No lemon head. Damn, you were like the stoner hookup. Look at, I have a pocket for later, y'all.
You're gonna be looking for your candy in an hour.
I'll be like, damn it, where did I stick that pocket? Where did I stick it? I put it in there somewhere. I got it.
I swear.
Not too full. Can't put too much in there, it'll fall out.
Hey, cheers, Medfit. What's good?
What's up, Medfit? How are you? I haven't seen you forever. What's up? I was just thinking about you the other day. That's so funny. Yeah. Okay, these are gonna fall out. Okay, I gotta take them off because they might fall into my dab. That would be bad if I dabbed a candy and it would like start on fire and ruin my whole dab. That would be bad.
Yeah, John said the ginger gets him sick to his stomach. So I'm curious if this would do the same thing, as you're mainly using the ginger as more of like a food source or a yeast source, and then you're getting the yeasts and the bacteria, the natural occurring ones from the skin of the organic ginger, along with the stuff that's just in your air, and you're letting that culture, giving it a little bit of brown sugar, raw and organic if you can get it, every day or couple days to let it culture. And then from then on, you kind of have a source that's a little ginger tainted, of course, because that's what you use to make it, but it's not necessarily super ginger, and you just add a small amount. So say if you had a bottle that you could close the lid on and you just put in some organic fruit juice or something that you like that wasn't carbonated, you add about a shot in and let it sit from 24 to 72 hours. Be careful and watch the carbonation because sometimes the pressure builds up pretty good. And yeah, it's more of an additive, and then it's probiotic. So it's going to help, like with myself, I've got gut issues and so on and so forth. So it's just one of those things where if you can kick pop out the door and add that in, it might be beneficial. But hey, who knows? Maybe it won't work with your tummy. So we're all a different super chemicals.
Well, now, so I'm normally not a ginger fan because it's normally a little spicy for me.
Yeah.
So, but from what I understand, there's so little amount. Once this is just basically like a yeast, right? So like a bread or a sourdough starter, you only have to use a little bit of it to actually start this. And also with like labs, right? To restart more labs, you only have to use a little bit to start labs. That's all. We're learning so much stuff with all this stuff. I'm so excited with all these awesome people inspiring us to learn all this. Thank you, everybody out there.
I keep forgetting to use labs to culture my next labs. I keep making rice. I mean, I have enough rice anyways. It doesn't matter. It's a pretty big staple in my diet. It's kind of fun though. Yeah, it's nice. And then you figure maybe the different times you might be slightly different cultures, or
that's what I was gonna ask you. So have you noticed a difference? Have you noticed a difference between the smells of the cheeses yet, like that they've made?
So here I just let one go too long because of harvest. I had the rice wash it set out. I did that in a timely manner, 4 to 5 days, whatever it was. But then once I actually added the lactose serum into the whole organic milk for your labs process, I let that sit for 3 weeks to a month probably. And, after the second week or so, which is about the longest in my, to my recollection that you wanted to leave it, it started to get a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, but nothing crazy, just light. But then after about the third week, fourth week, it got a little bit more yellow. And then when you waft it and smell it, it was a bit more sour, a bit more funky. And I went out, I'm happy I did, but I went outside and dumped some out, like a good amount of it, just kind of see what it would generally be like. And it was funky compared to the labs, in which you could actually, like when you add it with molasses to make it shelf stable, it's not too bad. Like it's pretty tasty. Take a little shot of it. It's great for your digestive tract. But yeah, so short story long, that's what I did there, not the inverse. Short story long, I think that it would probably just change the amount of time it'll take to culture your lactobacillus or to get your yeasts and stuff from the environment, but I don't think it's necessarily going to change the outcome. Probably like if you just do it at more ideal temperatures, you'll be able to harvest everything maybe 3 days or 4 days for your rice wash, and then maybe 4 days, 6 days for the second culture, as opposed to 7 days and 2 weeks. But
so I'm going to be really curious about this because you all know that I'm a firm believer in kombucha. And if you've been watching me long enough, this one, I just cracked this one open. It's a kombucha in a can. These are kind of nice because you can take them out fishing with you or hiking and you don't have to worry about glass breaking on you. But I just cracked it and put it over some ice. This has really been helping my gut out, and it's really been helping. I feel like, the inside of my body being able to digest things properly and move through. And I've also, the bloatness that I've had in the past, I just feel like just fell off of me. Like it's unbelievable. Like if you're trying to lose a few pounds, it's not a diet thing, but I swear it works. It's weird. Kathy, have you had any of that experience?
I am just starting to, as a matter of fact, I got kombucha today to start with that because I've been having some issues with my gut for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm
well,
hoping
we all
that
are because of all of our nerves right now. That don't help.
Well, I've got the ginger. I'm going to make some ginger bug myself and hope it doesn't explode on me.
Boom!
I'm going to have to tell Alexa to remind me every day to burp the jars.
There you go.
Exactly.
Well,
Read
Alexa
the instructions, everybody.
Else. Why not?
Read the instructions all the way through if you're going to do it with that link that I put out. I'll see if I put that link out again.
It's a great link.
Yeah, put that. Remember to read the instructions all the way through because it talks about burping it so it won't explode.
And when you're actually culturing the ginger bug itself, so we'll just do a quick little run over here. You take about an ounce of ginger. If it's organic, that's best. You dice it up. You take 2 teaspoons, possibly tablespoons, read the link, of raw organic brown sugar. You add that with a cup, I think, of water, possibly 2 cups. Again, just check the recipe. And then for the next 5 days or so, you add in 1 thumb worth of the ginger and 1 teaspoon of the brown sugar. During this time, you don't seal the lid. If you have a spin-on lid, just spin it on lightly. If you have anything else, just put paper towel with an elastic band over it. Let it do its thing for the first 6 days. Then it's already good to go and cultured. From then, you add it to your juice in your container. That's when you do want to seal it shut. But then from there, because it takes from 24 to 72 hours, depending on how much and all the different interactions in there, to carbonate, every so often, maybe every 6 or 12 hours, you want to go and you want to just open it up and burp it and just see what's going on there and make sure that it's not building a ton of pressure. Because good old Michelle Gingerbug, aka, had a bottle of juice explode in her fridge, and it's not like the glass blew up, but it's like if you shook a Coke up and opened the lid in your fridge. That's never fun. So.
No, it doesn't sound fun. That's why I was thinking twice. I was like, But I'm confident that Alexa will remind me every day to open the valve.
Exactly.
A little bit.
And who knows? You could probably even buy a special lid that had a pressure release valve and just have it set to the pressure that worked best. But hey, now that's getting pretty complicated.
Yeah, they do have those ones that have for beers and stuff. There's probably all kinds of stuff, but something else I'd like to get into is maybe actually making my own kombucha, because Dragonfly had their own kombucha going, and that would save me a lot of money because kombucha's not cheap.
They were making that fire cider, which was gonna, just from fermenting, was actually gonna end up being an alcoholic, but it in turn was still gonna be probiotic. So for someone like myself who's completely cut all that out due to stomach issues and just trying to cut back on alcohol, that's kind of an interesting way to maybe dip your toe back in a little bit. But before I forget, when we were touching on the release valves and that kind of concept, I'd love to bring up that bucket again that you were showing off earlier.
Oh, you know what? I'll do that in just a minute. I want to fire up this dab.
You do your dab and I'll explain what
I was just getting ready to fire this up. Thank you. Cheers to Pilgar, my friend in the house tonight. This dab's for you. This is your wedding cake going in on that. Thank you, man.
Lucky the torch worked for you. That one's starting to get on its hind legs. But I even just saw, I think it was actually B-Man in one of the Facebook groups posted, because someone was talking about one of those torches, and they just said, no, just reach out to the company. As long as if you keep your receipt or whatnot, they will pretty much replace any torch, any issues on them. So, but I mean, it's also like an $80 to $100 torch, depending if you're Canadian or US. So, but now to touch on those buckets, sorry, everyone, a million miles an hour. You know how I am. You're used to it by now. It's all good. But touching on those buckets, it's essentially a curing bucket, 5-gallon bucket, like the ones that are behind Tara. In the bottom, you've got a little insert with a little tube. That tube can connect to any sort of an air pump or something along those lines. You now have a little release valve at the very top of the bucket. Tara, I'll show you here. So you've got one at the top, one at the bottom. The one at the top has a one-way valve. So when there's enough pressure in the container, it'll burp itself out. So let's see here. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So that right there is a little release valve. So that's gonna let the air out when there's enough pressure in there. Underneath, we can see the red hose that's in the bottom. That hose is fed by this hose here. You hook that up to a pump and you have that either on a timer or however your system, however you want it to be. You could even have a hand pump connected to it. And then every so often, once you figure out kind of the dampness that you put in that or the humidities of everything and what works for you, you just give it a bit of airflow or hook it up to the pump for a small cycle, and it'll actually gently trickle the air through the bottom. We've actually had a few people mention possibly even using air stones to diffuse the air a little bit. Not certain on that, but regardless, it just gently runs the air through the nugs from the bottom to the top, and it actually aerates all of them. So then you don't have to go through and kind of, you know, in big totes, you really have to spin everything around and kind of be pretty hard on your product just to make sure that there's no spots that are going to be moldy or not getting airflow. So I thought that was a cool little curing chamber. I know, I'm pretty sure 710 Canuck, go check him out. He's doing all sorts of awesome stuff. Told us quite a long time ago, and I've got a few other people that are talking about it. So cheap.
Yeah, I've seen them where they've
container.
done it in tubs and other, not just buckets. So you can do them all kind of things. I've also heard where they've made these so you can put the humidity right on the outside. So drill a couple holes and they have sensors on the inside. So there's all kinds of different stuff you guys can do. So check it out. There's a lot of easier ways than just curing and burping jars the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
And also Purple Thumbs, if he comes by, he told us about a curing rack thing. Purple Thumb, go check him out. He told us about a curing thing. It looks similar to like a food dehydrator, and we were laughing about it, being, oh my god, it's got to dry your weed out. But apparently he likes it. So I've never tried it. Haven't had him on here. Haven't heard about it anymore. But so there's other ways of curing. So check it out. Self-curing systems. Yep, exactly. Lots of different ways. Awesome.
And for anyone super fresh, when we're talking about curing and drying, we're ideally trying to, once we cut our plants down, we like to do full plant hang or some variation of it. But you want to get the room around 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 60% humidity. That's not the God number, but it's like for a close rule of thumb. If you can get around those numbers, you're probably going to be okay. You can get a little bit cooler. That works as well. And then maybe add a tiny little bit of humidity or reduce, or kind of work it in whichever way for you. Like, for instance, my garage was a little warm. I was at about 65, 66 degrees. And I didn't want to set up an air conditioner. So I just rolled with that, but I raised the humidity a little bit up to about 70, 73%. And that was able to slow it down a little bit. And it's, you know, it retained its profile really nice. I'm sure it would have been a little nicer if it was at ideal temperatures, but it still salvaged it. And I didn't get a complete hay crop. So, oh, come on, Tara, it's close. It almost stuck.
Holy shit, I just found another pin. This is the coolest pin of all. Dopey Dabs. Check that out. Dopey Dabs right in the
That's
center.
hilarious.
I love it. Holy shit, Pilgar, my God, you like hooked the girl up. You guys go check out my friend Pilgar. Make sure you put your link in there, Pilgar, so they can check y'all out. I understand someone's giving samples out these days. He's got quite the grow going on, and now this medical thing going on, and everybody's allowed to hook up people now these days. And man, I think it's awesome. I think it's so freaking cool. How come I can't get this going?
So past time though. It should have happened years ago.
And then
Yeah,
I've just
hey,
seen that the
this is happening
EM1 is
now.
labs comment there, Pilgor, and they're very similar, but EM1 also has some purple it's like PSNB bacteria along with one other thing in it. I wish 710 was here, but we can definitely touch on that because I thought they were the exact same thing for a long time too. And the EM1 is a little bit more diverse, but very similar, and both same thing. Great for the gut, probiotic. I mean, I've ingested both. I'm not positive on the EM1 as much. I know, like, I'm super confident with labs, but I do a little research on the EM1 before you start chugging her back. But I'm still here.
Awesome. Pilgar says they're entering the Arizona Cup. Congratulations. Good for you.
Oh, congratulations.
And our fun Sungrown, he's gonna, I think, enter the Emerald Cup. Okay, so I was really confused about this cup thing. And the other night we were talking to Lemon Hoko, or the other morning, and now
Check
that's
out Lemon
really
Hoko.
cool. Oh, yeah, go check out Lemon Hoko if you haven't checked out Lemon. He was talking about how it actually, the cups help the breeders out. And I was like, I thought it was mainly people wanted to win cups because they were selling product.
Another cool perspective,
So,
hey?
yeah. So it was really cool to understand there's a different perspective of this winning cups and showing people off. So, hey, maybe I want to enter a cup and maybe I want to show a grower off or something, you know? Now I understand it. And that's cool. I can understand it now. And thank you for helping me with that, Lemon Hoko. I appreciate that. So, dabs to you, brother. I need to clean this dab rig out. I got carried away and showed you all the bucket over there, and Drake's going in on a dab there. I see. Let me clean this up. And hey, you guys, just so you know, if you ever like forget your dab rig's just a little dirty like that, and you forget that you cleaned it out, all you gotta do is hit it with a torch, just a little bit. You don't gotta torch it off, because that ruins your glass. So just warm it up just a little bit like that, and then get your Q-tips with that DC glass cleaner, and then get it in there and get that cleaned up. And it just really helps. See, it cleans it right up. So, you know, you always want a clean banger. You know, you think about it, they make this beautiful solventless product, and, you know, it's like a chef making an awesome big juicy steak and putting it on some dirty pasta plate. Who wants to do that or something, you know? You got to have a clean banger. Just like a clean glass. Every day normally, you guys. Every day I clean this thing out. And my friends can attest, don't y'all?
All you have to do is think about the bacteria that builds up just on the mouthpiece by itself.
Yeah.
So clean, clean, clean. You're inhaling that into your lungs.
Welcome, Dab.
Hey, Stoney.
How are you? What's up?
Yeah, straight up. Even this much Chaz, this level of Chaz isn't horrible, but if you're a purist, it's the end of the world. It changes the flavor. It's not quite as nice. I mean, there's contaminant burnt onto there. When you add heat to it, it's gonna fucking release a little bit. It's gonna change the temperatures slightly that your quartz or your banger reacts at. So keep everything nice and tidy. But I don't like this banger. Big, bulky, stupid banger. Pissed me off. I broke my lovely Evan Shore, and now we got this thing. Paid too much for it.
Oh, yes. Before it gets too late on the show, I always forget to remind people, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to contact me on Instagram, Tara Lee Live, or Drake K04, or Kathy Sabrina C over there on Instagram, or at Cannabis. She's also on there. I am on Cannabis, but I'm not active on there, honestly. So
Kathy holds it down. She's killing the Cannabis.
Holding it down on Cannabis.
You'll find Tara on YouTube, Cannabis. Crushing it. Instagram. You'll find me over at Facebook. I'm pretty active. So we've all got our little niches that we're trying to lock down and spread the love to the community, and vice versa. Also, look at that. Look at your package. My goodness.
I do have an email. If y'all do want to email me, you just have to remind me if you email me, because I'm not very good at looking at it. I do have taralylive@gmail.com, by the way, is now my email. So if you want to email me, anybody out there, any contacts, you can do that way too. I do prefer Instagram. It's just a lot easier, FYI. Thinking about getting a texting number. Do y'all think I should get a text number? Brett, welcome, Brett. Brett, in fact, that's the email. I was just telling you. I was going to think about you, Brett, because Brett says Instagram and also YouTube isn't giving people notifications anymore. I noticed the same thing earlier. I wasn't getting notifications for Pilgor. I wasn't getting notifications for, and they are really blackballing us, y'all, right? I guess, I don't know, blacklisting, banning. I don't know what they call it.
It's called blacklisting,
whatever it's called. But anyways, they are doing it hard ass right now for the cannabis community. So we all got to band together, and we got to get everybody's channels out there, and we got to help show people who's needs to be showed off. So if you need to be showed off and you need to shout your channel out, come in here and let's get everybody shouted out on here. And Brett, I'm thinking about having an email list. So when we go live, we can get you on an email list. I'm also thinking about having a texting list. Is that something you guys are interested in? Let me know. Hit me up.
Email list probably makes more sense. I like the texting list, and I definitely am interested to see what everyone thinks about that. The only thing I would be thinking is for the international and back and forth, because we're kind of Canada to the States all over.
This is true. It does cost. And so
if you didn't have a plan, it's going to be a little harder.
Instagram. We can have groups of 35 in Instagram. If we had an Instagram text group, we could have 35 people in a group, and every time we went live, we could just put it out in there. So just think about it, you all. We can also do like a like a Zoom chat with you all once in a while. You know, I don't like to go live all the time. Sometimes I just don't like to put my makeup on, and I just want to hang out here. And
we could
just
bite the
have
bullet
coffee
and just finally do a little Discord announcement thing for the lives or for the Zooms or something like that too. So who knows? Just let us know what you think, and we'll get back to you too and see what we think.
Yeah. And by the way, y'all, our channel, we are under 100 away from hitting 2,000 subscribers.
No way. That's awesome.
Yeah. So thanks
Congrats.
everybody for subscribing.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank you, everybody.
Johnny Hash has Zoom. Yeah, you do, Johnny. We saw you on here the other night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Let's have another dab. And if there's no one else wants to jump on with us tonight, what do you think we maybe should jump off and end it and have a nice little short session and let everybody be on their merry, awesome Friday night way? Or does anybody else want to jump on for a bit? What do you think?
Yeah,
what do you think?
that always works. That always works. I think we'll definitely puff another one or two out, see what's going on. What are you smoking on, Kathy?
I have some, this is some Delta 8.
Oh, you're on the Delta 8 as well. Incredible.
Yeah, this is a little Delta 8 here.
Have you tried that straight up CBD yet? Isolate.
No, I have not. That's
Okay.
on the plan for tonight, I think.
Okay.
But it's over there.
Cool. That's probably what I'm going to be jumping in on again next. Just a little
I'm
Delta 8.
going in on this banana punch me in my face
there
from
you go.
Kilgore. It is a punch me in my face, and I really like it.
Nice.
A lot.
I'm jelly over here. I'm foaming at the mouth.
A little jealous here too.
A lot. You know, I could make it out somewhere to Massachusetts, I'm sure. Or, you know, it might could make it somewhere. Who knows where it could make it these days, you know? Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Pilgar.
Stuff drops from the heavens. You never know.
Them weed gnomes are real efficient these days. Cool. What's everyone in chat smoking on? I haven't really asked that. Haven't seen. What do you got? What's good? Or what do you want to be smoking on if you got nothing? Because, hey, not everyone's always smoking on something, but we're glad you came in.
Stoney says we won't recognize him. He's not Buckethead today.
That's okay. We like meeting new people.
Okay. I have to say, I like the cold start better. I didn't cold start it, and I burnt it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got to be pretty precise if you're doing it the opposite way.
Yep.
You got to have your timer.
But okay, so Pilgor, low terps on that banana punch. Definitely cold start.
Low temps.
Oh yeah, it's like low temp. Yeah.
Good
it's,
terps, low temps.
Oh, I said it backwards. Sorry, dyslexic. Yeah.
Like
So definitely started out at low temp and go up because the best flavor was there, and I'm gonna do it again because I screwed that one up. I got to do it over. Hell yeah! Let's have another. What's everybody doing? We're getting fried on a Friday night. Are y'all not getting fried?
Oh yeah. Fridays.
Well, it's Friday. I don't have to work tomorrow, so.
Friday. Oh, we should microdose.
I intend to microdose again tonight.
Ooh, let's do it. It's like time.
I have to get up and go get. Mine's in my
Whenever you're
freezer.
ready, my hun.
After the lunch.
Coyote, Black Lime Polaris. That sounds amazing. Lemon
Yum.
Kush, Bong Rips, bingo to you.
Got it.
LA
Lemon Kush sounds good.
cake. Yeah. GT4 cookie and cream gelato. Whoa, we got some crazy ass names going on. Girl Scout cookies. Woo. Y'all are hashing it up tonight. Hell yeah. Dab. Did anybody send me a message and say you want on here? Let me make sure I'm not dogging y'all. Let me make sure.
Us in our ADD. We try. Between the three of us, we can generally see most of the chats, but things slip by. We're only human.
Just make sure. Don't
Dip
want
the
to dog
Delta 8
anybody out.
in a little
there
bit
you
of some
go.
cotton candy.
Oh, nice.
Just a smidgen of it. Oh, I was going to put you under the gun, but I saw you were mid-tote, Kathy. You're lucky.
Oh,
It's coming at you. I'm interested about that grow tent. I'm interested about the ladies. I'm interested how they're doing. What's
I
going on?
know. Let's
What's the
talk
next
that
new
girl.
thing you're
Let's
doing?
talk ladies with the lady.
Oh, there we go.
Well, she's doing pretty good. I scrubbed her today and kind of gave her first defoliation.
That was a little labor intensive, wasn't it? That scrogging you did.
Yeah, there are better ways, and the way that I chose, not the best for the type of situation that I have. I wanted to do it like the big boys do it, and my situation is a little bit different because it's a 2x4 tent. And if you want to be able to get in and be able to get and work on the plant, scrogging it the way I did is not the way to do it.
So you probably took up a good portion of the tent then with the scrog, hey? So now you're kind of weaving and woven to get anywhere and around and not really access to every square inch as much as you'd like.
Yeah, it's not as good as I thought it would be, but it's really the second time that I've worked with a scrog. The first time I hated it just as much as I hated doing it this morning.
Hey, and
but,
that's
I think that the end income, the end outcome should be, pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I did the similar thing there, as I'm sure lots of people do, because we're all just learning. And like my first scrog net that I took down from the flower room here, it's higher on one side than the other, and they're just tied around, just so many little shortcuts. But for instance, I'm imagining yours is just like a nice, symmetrical scrog net set up, and because of just how that is, it's hard to get to everything. Were you thinking now of just like maybe placing a net over top for the?
Yes, I saw a picture my son sent me from, I think it was one of his friends that did it on Instagram, and they took 4 stakes and put it, around the outside of the pot, and then just laid the scrog over the top. Then just allow the scrog, the plant to grow through the scrog on its own.
There you go. So that way you kind of just let the plant grow as it naturally would, and then just do a bit more topping and kind of bending and super cropping and kind of making it so that it has an even canopy itself, because you're not really going to be weaving as much through a really tight scrog. So you're kind of going to have it so that it naturally, you make it grow that way. But then because of the way that they place over, kind of like that blanket, they're not going very far, and you get the same goal, but then you've got the mobility because that's only going, it's like little tarps over each plant or over your.
Yep. And if you've got a bad back, I keep my plants low because I have limited height in my tent. So I have to keep everything nice and low.
Which is nice and horrible for our backs. Yeah.
So I already have issues with my back, my hips, my knees, my arthritis and stuff. So for me, I want to be able to take the plant out, put it on a stool or something so I can walk around and work on it, and really be part of the plant's development, as opposed to the way it is right now. It's kind of stuck in the plant, in the tent, and I'm going to have to get on the floor and crawl underneath the scrog.
Essentially, right? Yeah, and to do like even simple things like where you pluck off a leaf that's ready to fall off or something. Now you really have to kind of MIA, and once you start, I've noticed once the buds really started filling out, and like you're, like myself, you don't really want to go poking and touching and wiping any of the trichomes off. It's kind of like this interesting game. That being said, it was really nice to support. It's awesome, because the plants are so durable. I'm not sure if you're running veg and flower in the same cycle, but even if it was just a flower cycle, that first couple of weeks they're still nice and durable and bendy and stuff. So you're able to really utilize that scrog and just get the full potential out of them, and just have all those little bud sites sneaking up. Instead of one arm, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
absolutely.
So that'll be great. And then maybe it'll just also let you maybe have a little more little hands-off approach in a sense, right? Maybe find a way to do a little bit less stuff because it's going to be so labor intrusive.
I'm kind of hoping that this is an experiment. This is a new tent, new lights, fairly new exhaust system. I just got the charcoal filter for the AC Infinity today, so I'm going to be hooking that up tonight.
Yeah, so you got the AC Infinity, a charcoal filter.
If you can find it on sale, good. We got some Black Friday sales coming up and stuff like that. I'm not going to mention where I got mine, but that's what I did, is I got it on a Black Friday sale, and I think it was like $100, and it's probably the best unit I've ever used, and I've had like 3 of them so far. Not that particular unit, but I've had 3 different exhaust fans.
Yeah. So I'm right in the same boat as you there. And as soon as I got the one and turned it on and like had to double check when it said it was at full, because I was like, there's no way. And then
There's
you put
no
your hammer
way.
and it's got so much power. I'm
Yeah.
used to conventional, like say the Amazon special, the Viva Sun, or just one of those basic kind of whatever fans. And honestly, the returns are fine. Like most of those companies have no problem sending you more stuff, and they'll even send you a little extra because they'll feel bad if they screw you around.
Yep.
Not all of them, but I had issues with almost all that kind of stuff. The only thing I don't mind is like the Viva Sun tent, and especially if it's just a veg tent, beautiful, perfect, efficient, cost efficient.
Yeah, you do have to kind of watch them. They do tend to have some light leaks.
They
I
sure
had to
do.
send mine back a couple of times.
It's just
This one's got one little issue in one space, but I'm going to cover it with a tarp anyway.
Yeah.
Just to make sure no light
there's
leaks.
Definitely little tips and tricks. The good old full cover after, and then just run your fans and everything through that and make that work.
Absolutely.
The fans, same thing. We're shorting out, and they're just so loud in comparison. So it's worth.
Oh gosh.
Not even double the money, and you get this amazing product that's guaranteed for a long time, even better customer support, and
absolutely.
And then for yourself, for that tent of yours, you also just got one of the kind of the new top of the line LEDs, but more like from a more efficient place, right? Like there's plenty of places we can go. You can go Amazon, you can go Alibaba, AliExpress.
Yeah, I got mine through Alibaba, through Kingbright, I think was the name of the website.
Yeah, Kingbright and Mijou and Shenzhen.
Mijou.
I'm pretty sure are the kind of the three that if you go and you check out those sites on there. They have
Kingbright was the most aggressive answering my questions though when I had the questions about them, and then they worked really well with me. The material was wicked easy to put together, and for $233, $233 shipped to Massachusetts.
And what size light was that, just for everyone's reference? I think a 240 watt, or was it
240 watt?
There we go. So
240 watt, yeah.
And how long was the shipping process from?
Oh my God, I think I ordered it on October 7th. It shipped on the 9th, and I had it like by the 12th or the 13th.
That's as quick as my Amazon packages, damn near.
Yeah, it was wicked
now,
fast.
of course, there's people that are having varying experiences. I know a few people that have had shipping take a little longer, and then like right when COVID happened, there was some really exorbitant shipping prices. Same price as the fixture, damn near. But that light you have, that's awesome that it came really quick and was super cost efficient, because I mean, some of these lights are extremely expensive, worth it for the most part. But if you don't have, extra funds to spare, is it really that much crazier than the ones you get for a fraction of the price?
You got to go by word of mouth and talking to other people. And, a lot of the people that we've talked to, have these lights, and their testimony was good enough for me.
Exactly. Right.
710 says, these are good lights. People telling me how old.
They've got the LM301 B or H, same diode, but generally H is marketed as horticulture, and then company might charge a little more, and that could almost be an initial red flag for you, because it's the same thing, 301B, 301H, and then it's probably got UV, IR, and far red.
Yes, it does.
There we go. So that's
it's also got a dimmer in there. So that was something that took me a little bit of time, because I've never used anything like this before, to get used to, because I really scorched my poor little girl in there the first couple of days. It was like, we'll just turn this up to 60%, no problem. Well, she was not happy. That light was in its own way much hotter than what I had her under before. And
well, the efficiency and the power and the output that they have is incredible. Like some of these LEDs, I've seen people run them 6 feet above their plants. And obviously it depends your environment and your ceiling space, and like they'd be doing a large amount of plants with that, so it's not a total waste. But for the most part, you could turn it down just to bring your fixtures down a bit and not use so much power.
Absolutely.
But it's all spot dependent.
I moved it as far up in the tent as I can, and I'm going to finagle it a little bit better to get another maybe 4 inches away from it, because I really do think it needs to be that far away. But once I get that done and I get the canopy the way I want it, so that the light penetration goes through, I'm really looking forward to a nice little crop out of this plant.
Oh yeah, and as long as you step it up gradually and steadily, it seems like for the most part, once you get into flower and really consistently keep amping everything up, those flowering plants can pretty well grow into the lights without having too crazy of issues, because they don't burn so hot, and they're not as I don't know. I'm not as well versed with the lighting and how the plant works and reacts to everything, but I've seen some people where they've got their mums even through the LEDs, and they're not having freaking light burn and all sorts of horrible things where the plants are literally touching the darn LEDs. So
Yeah, well, I've always, if I can feel it and it's hot to my hand, then it's hot to the plant. But I do have a one of those little guns that I can shoot the leaf.
yeah,
with
the
to get
heat guns, those
temperature
are
and stuff.
great.
Yep.
Great,
Very
investment
important.
for anyone. You can get them on sale for like $15-$20, and they give you a pretty accurate leaf temperature, and then you can kind of just have that variance, because you do not want to be over, I think it's like 86 or something like that, or definitely at 90 degrees or something like that. I think 710 was telling us that's when the plant actually doesn't photosynthesize properly.
It just shuts down.
Yeah.
The plant can't deal with it, and it just shuts down in order to keep itself alive.
And then on the same coin but opposite side of it, flip side, if you're having issues with bugs or certain molds and stuff, if you give your plants a nice watering and you can turn off your AC and power all your lights on, or maybe even sneak a heater in there and get your room up to 120, 125, even for a solid hour or so, it'll eliminate a lot of your issues, or at least knock things back dramatically to the point where a few more weeks or something like that, wherever point, I mean, I don't know how far into flower you necessarily would want to do that. I did it with plants that were essentially vegging still, and they lived no problem. But there's a lot you can do, and a lot of the OGs are kind of letting us know, like, hey, these problems you shouldn't have, because in between every run, just do a heat treatment, or every time this week, just do this quickly and your plants will be fine. So lots of cool information we've been hearing. Yeah,
some really great stuff. And then after, in my little veg closet that I've got in there, I've got some copycat genetics that my son gave me. In there, sour face, cheetah piss, and true chocolate.
Ooh.
That I've got a couple of those, and a two of Jinx's sativa scream. Those two I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what comes out. And everyone, make sure you go check out Kathy on Instagram and see everything she is up to. It's awesome. And if you want to see what these LEDs can do on a larger scale for these ones that are more cost efficient but still an awesome product, go check out Tribal Gardens, Oshi Grows, and see what fire they are putting out, and then tell us that the cheaper LEDs don't work. And again, I'm not knocking nice LEDs, like this, specifically this Alias light that Tara was lucky enough to win, and I was blessed to be given to her to show off for you guys. They've got so much work into the light spectrum. They've got their own company that they own for their specific diodes that no one has. They've been working these different reds and everything for so far. So it's, you're getting what you pay for. But that doesn't mean the little guy that doesn't have $1 million can't fit in and have a position and work your way up, right? So
you could do, I'm growing in a closet. In a spare bedroom,
Get back here, Tara. I saw what you did there.
I just love you guys are having this conversation, because it's just awesome. Like, I think it's so cool that you guys are like talking about this, and bringing
come to the light, Johnny.
Bringing so many people together here. And really, it's awesome. And Kathy's been growing and talking with her son. And I think this growing thing brings so many people together, and it heals us as people too, and grows our community. Speaking of which, we have Johnny Hash jumping in the house. Welcome, Johnny Hash.
Hey, Johnny.
Hello, everybody.
I love that hat. We got to really spotlight that hat and that facing. See you next time.
I got other hats.
No, I like the hat.
It's Friday. I can go with the sombrero.
Oh, you can
relax.
The USA one.
There you go.
Hey, that is a Party Friday hat.
That's a Party Friday hat, right?
Be careful, we'll start calling you Johnny Hats.
Johnny Hats.
Johnny Hats.
Johnny
Hash hats. Or I can go with Tara's theme and go Irish.
Oh, no way.
There we go.
Look at that. Well, Johnny, what are you puffing on? What are you up to tonight? How's your day been?
Day has been great. It has been Indigenous American summer here. Today it was like 74 degrees. So we went bike riding.
Yeah, it was a beautiful sunny day here too. It was just great for getting some more of the year end finishing stuff up. And I would have loved to get a bike ride in. That sounds awesome.
4 more days of this, and then it's going to turn on us.
Well, you better get it while we can, right?
I know, right? Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm going to be... Well, this tent just turned on. I have I have a 3x3 veg tent and 2 4x4 flower tents,
Oh, nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
and then a little clone zone.
So do you run a bit of a perpetual cycle, or do you have the flowering tents
Oh, it's
finishing at the
definitely
same time?
Oh no, it's perpetual.
Beautiful.
I'd
So
love to be able to do that.
Well, each flower tent is 4 to 6 weeks off. So I get a harvest every 4 to 6 weeks.
That's beautiful. That's kind of what I was
Nice.
working towards. It's a nice thing. But,
And I have them so that one is running during the daytime 12 hours and the other is running at the nighttime 12 hours. So they're not both running at the same time, creating too much heat, yada, yada.
Oh, good.
totally. And it's
Awesome.
figured
out
able to
through
lessen
trial.
the workload a little
Figured
bit.
that out through trial and error. Well, I got these HLG 550, V2 R specs down. Took some getting used to.
Yeah, there's another
Cheers,
heaters
y'all. I'm
right there.
parching up. Welcome, Sammy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining tonight, Johnny. Let's cheers. Welcome everybody here.
Oh,
Welcome everybody coming into chat. Everybody new. Hello. We just have Johnny joined us on the panel tonight. He's new for our panel.
Friday with a
Friday.
FRY.
Oh
Friday.
yeah.
I got my
Pucker punch.
little silicone bong.
Those are cute. You know what? They have a really cool design, that kind of that pyramid looking one I was looking at the other day.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't break. I break.
Those half glass ones. I actually have a dab rig.
Travel for taking it with you.
Silicone one. Yeah, I do have a travel silicone. I have a travel silicone bong and a travel dab rig. But
Oh, they're awesome.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
awesome.
In fact, I bought it when I was in Canada, when I went up and met Vision Creator and got the Congo.
I mean, if they tip over, they break. It's like, yeah.
Cheers, Pilgar, going in on more of that banana punch. My God, you
Oh,
guys. This
man,
shit
that
is
looks
amazing.
like-
Look at that. Look at that.
That
Look
looks like
at
it could be inside of a candy bar.
Like that stuff is just and I love it. I like it's like that peanut butter consistency. Oh, did I screw up right when you took
No,
that?
you showed long enough. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure to.
It's got
I
that
miss-
peanut butter consistency. Like
It really
I just
does. That
love
would
it.
look good. That would go good in some sort of cookie.
Yeah.
Kathy, I missed what kind of light Kathy bought.
Go ahead, Kathy, you're muted.
I got them on King Bright on Alibaba.
Okay,
So
so
it's-
quantum board.
Quantum board, yeah. Quantum
Yeah.
board.
Okay. So okay.
240 watt. And
Okay. And how big's your tent?
well, it's in a 2x4, so it's
Okay. Yeah, that should be perfect.
it's I think it's going to be a good size in there. I've got everything kind of off centered because I only have one plant in there right now. So eventually I can move
Okay.
something in a little bit later.
Hey, if you can scrog that plant out and fill that whole tent, if you.
Well, that's what I did this morning was I set the scrog for second time, but we'll call it the first time because the first time I did it and what the heck I was doing. Although I didn't know much more of what I was doing today either. But it's in there and it's working. I stripped everything from below. It's the first time I've ever done that. I usually just let the plant grow and kind of just follow what the plant looks like it wants me to do. And today I decided
You'll learn as you go.
Yeah. Well, I decided it was, I wanted to, my son keeps saying, no, do this. So I said, okay, I'll try it your way. You know, and he sent me a picture. He said, strip it from here down. So okay, right there.
Well, with your new lights, you're going to get a lot more light penetration.
Yes.
Oh.
And everybody's telling me this is going to be a game changer to what I've had in the past.
Oh, it absolutely is. The denseness of your buds will be insane. Like when you trim them and you drop them into your bowl, they clank or thud.
There we go. That's what I want.
They don't just hit and go, oh, I guess that was that.
It's something went in there, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't just because it's dense doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be quality. But if you already are starting with quality,
If you
it's
start
gonna
with
be better.
quality.
It's gonna
She's
be
got
even
some
better
quality.
Then it's going to be just better quality and more of it.
Yeah, we should show some of Kathy's grow off on Instagram. You want to bring it up, Drake? I think Kathy has some drug. Do you want to show it off? You want me to?
You can bring up the
want-
Instagram.
Hey, Tara,
stuff,
you
yeah.
grab it, actually. I'll be right back. I got to run for 2 seconds here.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Green Pots. How are you?
I'll bring out one of the girls and put her on camera.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Let me bring up Kathy's Instagram here. Let me see where are we at. Give me just a minute.
There's a few pictures there. I'm more active on Cannabis than I am on Instagram, but
You know what? And I can't bring Cannabis up on this stupid computer. I've never been able to access Cannabis on this computer, and I don't know why.
it's because we have old computers, terribly.
I don't.
Santa Claus needs to bring us new computers this year.
You know, Santa Claus has been buying some really nice hash lately. So
The message came up on my computer tonight. It said, this computer is no longer supported. It runs Windows 7.
Oh,
So-
no.
So this is how old this computer is. You know, it has a mind of its own. It does what it wants when it wants.
Did I hear her say Windows 7?
Yes, that's how old my computer
Wow.
in this room is. Yeah. So I'm going to treat myself this year. A new computer somewhere between Black Friday and first of the year.
Can you tell my tent's open? The light bouncing off
Yeah.
that here.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Oh,
it.
she's beautiful.
There you go. Let's show that off, and then I'm going to show Kathy's. We'll spotlight you for a minute, and then I'll show Kathy's grow off next here on Instagram. There we go. That's a pretty one. What we
She's
got
beautiful.
there? What's your lady? Introduce that lady.
Hold on, let me shed a little light on her.
Okay, well let's shed some light.
This
on
is
you.
Acapulco Gold.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's an old strain.
Well, I think it's actually a new strain. I don't think it's the old strain.
Oh no, you don't think so? Because that was some
No.
fire stuff back in
Well,
the
this
day.
is too bright, but I can bring
She's
it close.
pretty.
I hear there's a Santa Claus. I think his name is called Pilgor. Santa Claus in chat. Just
There we go.
hashtag Pilgor.
She filled out nicely. And you know what? I got to give credit to my new veg light.
Yeah? Cool.
Pretty. Yeah,
It's,
she's very
I
pretty.
got a Viper Spec. I'll just leave her out here for now. I got I started out, my very first lights were like Viper Spectra, you know, the first
That's what I just
generation of the
upgraded from.
reflector series. Well, they got quantum boards now, and they're cheap as hell. My 3x3, I had a 600, their old 600 in there that had the veg switch and the flower switch, and it was just using a shit ton of power, and it really wasn't growing very well. So I figured I'd give them one more shot with the Pro Series.
Mhm.
Something happened.
Okay.
You're good.
so-
She just shared
I
the screen.
just heard. I'm like, whoa! I did not open that screen. You did.
Can you see
Uh,
Kathy there?
But anyway, I got this little Pro Series 1500, which says it's perfect for a 3x3 veg. And it was like, I got it on sale. It was $109. It's got a dimmer switch. And it's perfect. And my plants have never looked better in that tent.
So Shane from Migro, Migro, check out that channel if you have any lighting questions or needs or whatever, because he does reviews on all sorts of stuff, and companies just send him lights, he tests them out. He's also got a light that he tests and so on and so forth. But the Viper Spectra were on one of his recent videos as one of the very efficient lights. I mean, over the years compared to like the HLG, they obviously go down in efficiency because the just the way it works, but he outlines all of that really well. And for some of these ones, like even I have it's like APENEO or something like that, Apuno, and it's kind of similar. And same thing, it was like $120 Canadian, and it's awesome. It's an awesome little veg light. And same thing, he outlines it. It's got better efficacy or efficiency than the CMH or HPS, any of them. And same thing with that Viper Spectra, right? Like it's pretty incredible.
Right. Well,
what you
this
can get now.
why I like this one so much is it's because, you know, on the spectrum, it's like about halfway on the red side of it, and it's all the way up on the blue side.
So you're getting pretty
So
nice,
it's got-
squatty and
It's got 3,000 Ks and 6,500 Ks, which is way into the blue.
yeah.
Did you want to
So
adjust
it's,
your
I mean,
camera?
it's an awesome veg light. I cannot I mean, I'm actually made myself a Viper Spectra, whatever, affiliate, which means whatever. I don't care if my friend
Hey,
gives the
Johnny.
light for cheap. Yeah.
Do you want to adjust your camera?
Uh-oh. So anyway, uh,
Or you just want to see the hat?
no, it's because I had the plant close.
He's just playing.
Readjust it. But anyway, it's just a perfect veg light, and it was like $109.
Awesome.
For $109, and I looked for a very inexpensive, more towards the blue spectrum that'll cover 3x3 feet, and this was perfect. And it is, my plants I've never vegged this well with all the lights I've had.
That's
Wicked.
awesome.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's
just
a no-brainer.
upgraded from
$100.
Oh, speaking of which,
I had it in 3 days.
There's a question in chat, and like they're asking about how do you feel about a 6-inch hanging height or on a micro grow? So we were just talking about this with Darren, D420K, and Drake, and 710, and we're talking about getting together once a week and throwing a Zoom link out for people who were interested in wanting maybe some grow questions or some grow tips or just some or maybe want to just turn out and sesh with us and want a little bit, talk with some people, and hang out on Zoom. So if you're interested in that, you need to comment under the video, and you also need to reach out on DM us so that we can get the links sent out to you, and email us so we can get all the emails set up through Zoom. You have to have like an email account, I think, really through Zoom mainly to get in there.
And then I guess with that, if we do go that route, then it would kind of make sense for us to start an email list of some sorts if everyone's okay with that. But yeah, we'll work it out.
All right, bong rip. Let's do it. Tabs up. Sammy, how are you? Cheers. Bingo, what's up? Time to have another one. Yes, I'm ready.
Right. I got the Girl Scout cookies going.
Nice.
I'm like at the very end of my last harvest. I'm waiting to harvest. I mean, I have purple kush, but that's pure indica, and I don't want that right now.
Should have sent the link out to Dragonfly. I didn't even think about it. Dang it.
We'll hit them the next time.
Yeah.
Candy, how long have you had that light?
Oh, less than a month.
Oh man, wait
Less than a month.
Wait till you see the results.
This is the first time with this tent. Pretty much this whole setup right now. New light, new tent,
get the Congo
new
tour.
exhaust system.
Well, what I found is more light equals more nutrients. It burns them up fast.
I've been noticing that that's part of it. I also noticed that I was of the impression, I wish 710 was here right now because he was 100% right. And sometimes I hate it when you guys are right, I have to say.
Damn it, I know. No,
But
men are never right. My husband never watches this.
This is going to burn some people's ears, so you guys in chat, cover your ears now. I have always believed that I did not need to pH my water. And my reasoning was because God doesn't pH the rain. Okay. And it was told to me the other day that God doesn't use chemicals either to feed the plants. So it made a lot of sense to me once I started thinking about it that way. And I got myself the stuff to pH my water, and I found out my water is 7.0. And my little veg is doing just fine, but my girl in the tent it's showed some signs of not being as happy, and it wasn't just the lights that was going on.
You know what? I had that problem when I switched to quantum boards, and I found out that it's all about my VPD. My humidity was way off. It knocks your humidity down and it locks you out, man, and everything just starts yellowing up. No matter how much food you give it, it just stays yellow.
Yeah, it's just that she hasn't been looking real happy. She hasn't been looking real happy. I haven't got her flipped into flower yet. I was going to shut down the lights tonight after I put in the.
Do you know what kind of temperature and humidity you're running at?
Oh, I can't see the humidity right now, but she's at 76.
Okay.
And Let me see if I can catch the.
And this is in veg?
This is in veg.
What? Alexa can't tell you that shit?
No, I have to get up and go over here and look. She's at 65.
70
Humidity,
degrees
70.
and 65.
Yeah.
76, 65.
And I don't have my chart with me right now.
And I'll shout out Pulse
That's
Plus Grow.
That's 1.04. You're
There
right.
we go. A little plug for Pulse Grow monitors. No affiliation, but I definitely have one of their units. And I
Yeah,
have
no,
the-
hell yeah.
Oh well, this
Hard
one
to buy
comes
'em.
with the AC Infinity comes with this.
Oh, you
monitor.
got the AC Infinity? I got it too. It's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it
You were just saying
awesome?
earlier.
Forget it. I have two.
Set it and forget it. You don't have to do
I just
anything.
Literally just got my second one today.
Well, then to touch on that, since we didn't really before, we just commented on how quiet it was, kind of. These fans are awesome, AC Infinities. They're a little
I'm
more
sitting right
expensive.
beside it. You guys, it's running right now at 10, and I'm sure you guys can't hear it.
They're pulse width modulated DC motors, which means they can vary in speed with very little usage of power.
And yeah, they're very quiet. And then they have their own
And it's a square
hygrometers
way.
in there, so they can run not only off of the humidity but off of the temperature. So you can set the
Or you can
preference
set
of
a
both
timer.
and warnings and
Yep.
all the goodies, right?
You can set a timer.
And then with the Pulse Grow monitor, it tells you, like, it lets you know what your lighting's at, and if your lights happen to turn off or something, you get a notification to your phone. It tells you all the humidity and all that good stuff as the regular monitors do, but it also tells you your VPD, and you can set up those
Absolutely,
parameters,
which is
just
awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I
It's
know.
a
I got to
wonderful
get
thing.
that. I'm waiting for it to come out with the CO2.
Mm-hmm. And all this stuff will soon too. So, and like, same thing for anyone that's out there that's not in a position to be getting all these things. You don't need to. You can just pay attention to your stuff and learn and do it the way where you really learn it yourself.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. You grows as you grow. You know,
People-
as you start to learn. I mean, those weren't my first lights.
Yeah.
I didn't get quantum boards right out the gate. I had Rolando lights from Amazon.
All my lighting's Amazon, aside from the Alias. I mean, I've got the Bava Greens, which are the LM301Bs. They've got adjustable UV, IR, far red, and they're a decent light, and they're up there ish price wise. But same thing, like, making the best out of it. And like some of the product that came out of there with those lights and the Flizen lights, but they have cobs as well. So they're pretty little blurples with hot cobs, 50-watt cobs.
Yeah.
They put out some pretty nice fire. It's all about the whole condition. If you got your nice room temps and you've got like a nice base, a medium or a living soil, whatever you're rocking, and you got decent lights, you're gonna end up with good product. And then you fine tweak it, and that's where you really start getting
I
these
started
ones
out.
where you're like, I don't even think that's bud. It just looks like a snowball.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get there. I'm inspired, and just seeing lots of the people on here, like the fellow panelists and everyone else. It's inspiring to watch, and hopefully we can do the same thing to others, and everyone can just keep spreading information. What goes around comes around.
Here's
What's
my
wonderful is to
here's my
learn from
CO2
each other.
generator.
That's your what?
CO2. Oh, it's a candle.
Oh, candle.
How
I was
cool.
like, what am I looking at?
8-hour tea light candle.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
They're like a
Hey,
dime.
so there's also something going on Instagram, you guys. Go follow Flab421 if you're not already. I'm sure you already are. They're trying to get together a fundraiser, talking about a big, huge smoke sesh putting on. There is a guy that has been locked up for like 50 years, and that has what is it? What do you call it? Non-violent cannabis charges. And
Okay.
he's just getting out. He's going to be getting out
50 years?
December 3rd. He was supposed to serve a 90-year sentence, I think. And he's getting out. Go check out, I don't know, for cannabis charges and so he's going to be getting out, and they're trying to raise money December 3rd. So he's starting over. So yeah, we're super happy that he's getting out. This is really awesome. So go follow him, you guys, because they're talking about putting a huge party together. And I am also talking about putting a fundraiser together as well. We're talking about doing it here on Zoom. So I had joined a dance party. If y'all went and checked it out, there was a dance party that I joined. Drake and Kathy was there. Or no, Kathy, you didn't join.
No, I couldn't make it.
No, Michelle was there. Gingerbread was there. And we had that dance party, and it was so much fun. Oh my God, it was a blast on Zoom. And it was fun. And you didn't have to leave your house and you could sit here and dab. And so they had it was on a Earth Dance thing that it was one time that they had it. They're going to have others. But anywho, they are mainly going to have like people are talking about just a big smoke sesh. So I'm talking about trying to find a DJ, and I have a friend that says they know a DJ, and they're talking about putting me in hook up with this DJ, and maybe we can get a DJ on there, and it'd be really fun to have a private Zoom sesh with just a whole bunch of people. We wouldn't go live. We could go off air and we could all just hang out and people could wear costumes. We could do a masquerade thing. These things on Zoom, you guys go ahead and put on a mask, Kathy, do your things. They have these really cool things, filters on Zooms. So if you don't want people to see who you are, you can put these shades on, you know, you can, you know.
Where'd Tara go?
Yeah. Woohoo. You could be the Martian, which I love this one with this hat. I think it was really cool. You know, underwater scuba diver. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Here.
Oh, yeah, those things.
So, like, there's all kinds of things that you can be wearing, you know. Oh, these are kind of cool. I think I'll leave these on. So, yeah. So there's all kinds of cool things you can be putting on, and it's just all these things are really weirding me out. Look at the teddy bear. Look at that. And talk, Kathy. Like, put the puppy on and talk. You got to do that.
I'm looking down. What am I looking at?
It's like crazy.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, it's up
Watch
on
this
top.
spotlight. Okay, there you
I
go.
don't know if it's going to do it. My internet's a little
Thing's
wonky.
vicious. Look at
It's
it.
talking. It's doing it.
It's vicious.
Hello.
Oh, it
Cheers
just
in
weirds
420.
me out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So this is kind of interesting here. About this one.
Huh.
Yeah. Isn't that just funny?
Technology
Freaky, man.
going crazy direction.
Freaking me out.
I like it.
This one doesn't want to stay.
Buddha.
Yeah.
Buddha?
It's just crazy. I love all these things. So it's really, really fun. You don't have to use these things, you know, it's kind of fun.
I like it. I like your floating sunglasses. Those are cool.
So what I had on during the party,
being
you
great.
already saw the cat that I had on for the costume party. So there's the cat face on my leprechaun. There you
What
go.
are you doing?
There you go. So how about a pig?
What a cute pig. What is that?
A
Whoa,
bear.
That's a bear. What was the one before the
I
bear?
got a bear of a story.
What was
for
the,
you.
how about a rabbit?
Oh, this goes with the leprechaun hat, right? Over the rainbow? Or at the end of the rainbow?
At the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold.
Yeah.
Now you just need the pot of gold.
Yeah, put a pot of gold on your shoulder.
This is the pot of gold right here. Dab time. Right here is the pot.
Yeah, there you go. Pot of gold right in the
Gilgore
shoulder.
delivered me the gold in the house.
Nice.
That's
That's
so
awesome.
cool. It looks almost like a
See,
kid wrote.
what a fun rabbit hole that was, wasn't it?
I know. We just go on this high shit all the time. It's so fun to hang out with y'all. I just love all hanging out with y'all.
Yeah, same here, sister.
You gotta laugh, man. You gotta laugh. You gotta have some fun. And I just love it. Love y'all.
We love it even
Can't
more
laugh,
when
there's
you
no
hop on
point.
and show off your plants for us, like Mr. Johnny Hash here.
Yes, Johnny Hash. Thank you for doing that.
Oh,
Coming and
beautiful
showing us
lady.
your stash.
And spreading some grow knowledge. We always love that too. Talking about some lights, talking about tents. That's what we're all about. Anything we hear, we like to just shoot it right back at you guys.
I was just growing in, like peat soil, like potting soil, and then just adding nutrients every time, into the water.
Yep.
But when I switched over to these lights, I couldn't keep up. So now I just do the, where is it? Well, Dr. Earth.
What's
I just-
Dr. Earth?
Dr. Earth, I just mix it into the soil and water, pH water with my recharge.
What is Dr. Earth? Just over in Canada here, eh?
Yeah, I'd like to hear some information about that.
Oh, an organic fertilizer, an organic powdered fertilizer or liquid?
There's everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Right here. Oh, I see. It was my bloom food. My bloom was hiding behind the plant.
Go
Dr.
ahead and spotlight him if you want, Drake.
Oh,
Yep.
that looks familiar.
There we are. Oh, okay, so that's an organic powdered nutrient that you just add in and mix in and good to go?
Yeah, you mix it in with the dirt and then
Oh, cool.
and then you just tap.
So it's a systemic.
and then you just top
Fertilizer.
that.
Nice.
Well, it's got really good ingredients. And the main one, especially for
fancy
the
word.
veg, is feather meal, which is awesome slow release nitrogen. And it's like a great natural way of getting nitrogen.
And then one that I use as well, just for a little supplemental if needed every now and then. I mean, compost teas usually do the trick in different brews, but the Mega Crop is a veganic, so obviously organic as well, powdered nutrient that you just add into your, like you add to your res, or I just, take out a portion, let's say 5 gallons or whatever, and do that each time. But
This
it's
actually has a recipe for making tea with this.
There, yeah, perfect. There you go.
Oh,
so
cool.
I think you could just do a liquid.
Fertilize your tea. I'm telling you, it's relatively inexpensive, and it's just mix it in your soil by the directions. Like I don't know if it's a cup or half a cup, but have to, like, it's very fine print.
And you use it for both veg and
You
flour?
mix it in, for the whole thing. Yeah. Well, I use this for the veg, and then I have the red one for flour.
Okay.
Cool, but yeah, same concept, and just the.
Yes, works the same way. Well, flour, if it's already in that pot, you're just top dressing with it at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Sprinkle it on, rub it in, maybe add a little bit of dirt on top.
Do a tea with it, apparently, probably.
Or tea.
Tea would be good.
Sure, I haven't done the tea yet, but it's all OMRI listed. Natural handcrafted blend.
Yeah, and with that, you probably just add in a little bit of some leaf mold or leaf litter mold from if you have any forest around you that you could respectfully harvest them from. Or
Oh my God,
or whatever.
I have a 4,300 acre park right behind my house.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of area where you could sneak a little bit of leaf mold soil and some lovely of that natural mycelial mat.
4,300 acres. It's a forest back there.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I got a forest right across the street here.
Yeah, I got one close by.
For,
I'm blessed,
for me,
so
it's 40 acres, but that's,
hey, that's still all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
that's where I ride my
Massachusetts.
bike all the time. I got this electric bike. I'm out there
That's
all the time.
awesome.
Like, I'm just crying winter's coming.
Pay attention to all the fallen logs with the fungi, and that's where might be nice and fungal.
I need to get.
IMO collections, huh? So Sammy says he uses down to earth amendments.
Nice.
I need a book on fungi. I wouldn't know deadly fungi from good fungi.
Just see if
I've
there's
been
lots of
using-
fungi,
Okay.
and then we'll teach you how to
Advanced
IMO.
nutrients.
So I was just looking at apps. There's 2 mushroom apps out there that's supposed to be able to
Really?
identify mushrooms. And you can take a picture of it, just like the plant one, and just like a bug app.
Really?
There's also those. There's a plant and a bug app. So check them out, you all. They're like, I hear they're pretty
Yep.
accurate and they're doing really well.
What do they call her? You can't.
That's pretty cool if you're going to be hiking
I
in the
don't-
woods.
The mushroom. I just go to the Play Store, so I'm an Android, right? So the one that I went
go to
to,
App Store.
I just went to mushroom identification.
Oh, okay. All right. See, I'm old school. I'd really go with a flip
Mushroom
phone if I could.
identification, and then it comes up with, and then I just read like one of them's like Shroomery USA, one of
Okay,
them's
cool.
Mushroom Identify.
Like that. It's gotta
And so
be-
and so also the Fantastic Fungi you can buy on a movie. By the way, I bought that as Paul Stamets. I bought that definitely.
Well, that's a movie.
And I have some Paul Stamets books. Yes, I have the book of it too. Yeah, it was
Well,
You can
awesome.
watch the movie while you're hiking
Yeah, it's really cool.
and look for the
So
mushrooms.
there's that, and then there's the plant app also that'll help you identify like herbs and different stuff like that. So there's lots of different stuff. The problem is it takes up a lot of room on your phone, so you got to be careful with all those downloading all
Gotcha.
that stuff.
Can you do
But
Instagram on your computer?
yes, you can.
Oh, well, then maybe I'll join.
Yeah. You know, Instagram has really become an amazing way to communicate with people. You don't necessarily you first contact through there. You can video chat through there, just like you can on here. You can, it's free,
Oh, you have like Zoom on your phone and all this
on your phone, on your computer. Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, I use my phone for
Yeah.
like a phone. Occasionally checking weather, texting.
Yeah.
But
The
if
thing
you
on
check-
the phone. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Drake.
I was gonna say, but if you check a text message from one of us or a message that's a link, and you click that link, all of a sudden that phone's now Zoom. You don't have to
Yeah,
do anything
that's-
special.
you're right.
It downloads.
Yeah, I'm just old school, man.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Despite my age, I'm very similar. I was raised
When I
by
was
my
in high
grandfather.
school, like the personal computer was invented, the Apple IIe.
Yeah, they're just making it easy enough for all of us, We're able to do it. Just click a button and it comes up and you go, I don't even know how it's there, but here I'm talking. And then you've got someone lovely like Tara or any of the Kathy, anyone else, just say, hey, press that button and press that and you're on your way.
All right. See, you guys are very helpful. I feel like I'm part of it.
Wow.
I feel like I'm part of a team.
All these
There we
knowledge
go.
drops
That's the
today,
whole
y'all.
community, right? That's the point. We all just have to feel like we work together and keep building.
That's what the family is about.
Potty, potty, potty.
Bill to the I like the floating
Okay.
daisy now.
I gotta clean this rig if I'm gonna do any more dabs from this sesh alone. I've sealed it shut. So
I know. Can you believe it? Look how many dabs we've been doing. It's like, let's have another
copper mug.
Yeah, it actually it's stainless steel on the inside, but it's like weird colored. This actually was from the Hemp Fest.
Copper colored. Oh, maybe now it looks green, blue, purple.
So
oh,
it's actually from the Hemp Fest this last year, not this year, but of course the last one.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
that needs to be a brighter or a more colorful label that says Hempfest, or else we're gonna have to get you a big sticker that just says "Not a Moscow Mule."
And then
Yes.
Yeah. Not a
Well,
Moscow.
This is not a
So
Moscow Mule.
what it is they have they have this booth there, and you could go get sodas, and you paid one fee for this, and you could get free refills all day. Well, the syrups they're like really syrupy. They're not that healthy, but they're soda, and they were really good, but they were pretty sugary, and the wasps were just all over them because all the sugar, and it was crazy. But they taste good, and I love this cup. Like the thing I thought that they should do with this cup. I thought that they should take this cup and create a silicone lid for it, and then they should sell a dab piece that worked in it. So
wouldn't that be cool, huh?
Convert this cup right over into a dab rig.
Yeah, man, that's like.
Wouldn't that be brilliant?
Yeah, that's.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Super genius.
I wanted to take it up to the silicone thing and do it myself. I'm like, damn, maybe I could get them to go do it on the side. Let's do this thing.
Get it with the pumpkin, so I wouldn't doubt you doing it with the mug.
I have no doubt that if you put your mind to it, it would be happening.
Oh, I told you to throw that out, or else you're gonna have to be doing more pumpkin dabs.
This is not the coolest dab rig. Look I put the sticker on that pill.
Yeah, that was
what it looked like. Yeah. You're gonna have to show us.
I saw that episode. That was off the hook.
Gotta go watch.
How is that thing not
watch?
It's because I didn't carve the inside of it out. All I did was poke 2 holes. Yeah, just pulled 2 holes. And 2 holes, and you watched me rip out of it.
I know, but it had to taste pumpkin-y.
It did. It tastes good.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I've heard doing it out of an apple, but never a pumpkin. That's just.
No, I'm gonna have to do the apple thing. I need another apple.
That's what I was saying.
I ate the apple.
Stuck in the
I know. I said Kathy an apple.
Yeah.
I know. I was supposed to make a pipe out of it, but now I ate the apple instead. It was much better.
Would have been perfect. The past and the future. Weed out of an apple and eat it after, and now Tara's dabbing out of a pumpkin.
We evolve as we, change and move forward.
So
we evolve.
So, by the way, if you all join and want to hang out with us on a Zoom session, I'm going to be doing some major dry sifting here. And my dog needs to go out of my room. Watch out.
I'm harvesting this pineapple.
This is I have buckets of old stuff. These buckets that I have to do some dry sift with. It's really sad that I let this go to waste. And so I'm trying not to let it go to waste. I'm going to do some major dry sifting, and I'm going to really play around with some dry sift tech. So you're going to be some dry sift tech coming down, and that'll be interesting because I have fresh stuff this year that I have been working with, and I've got bubble hash going on out in my husband's shop. So you're going to hear some bubble hash going on soon, and hear some bubble hash tips and tricks coming up because I have a panel scheduled with some really good hash people that are coming up in the near future. We're just trying to, the stoners, you got to pin them down and try and get a date. That takes a while. Wrangling them in sometime, but we'll get them here. And we're going to have a tips and tricks on hash making for bubble hash, because I'm really, really interested in on what they have. Talked to Tyler from Whistler a little bit this morning. He was telling me some information. One thing that I'm going to do with most of it, I am going to hash rosin most of it. So I am actually going to probably just make everything into the 45 screen and make it easy on myself, by the way, y'all. I'll use a 160 or 190, pull those out, and then the rest of it into the 45. And so we're going to have some trips and tips coming up. Also, D420K always has trips and tips on these darn dry sifting thing. You can go check him out. He might be joining us in the next few minutes. I don't know. He said he was coming in. I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. So I'm trying to hold on to D420K. He's been coming in, or says he is. I don't know. He might be coming in hot. I don't know. Hot knifing? Oh, tribal. That'd be hot tribal.
Oh, look at this. We got a beautiful little bud.
Oh, yeah. Let's show that
Let's
lady
have a
off.
look over
Go
here.
ahead.
You guys caught me on the night I'm plucking this Pineapple Express.
Oh, isn't that
I
beautiful?
grew a Pineapple Express.
That's
this
one of
year.
my
That's
favorite
awesome.
strains. I love Pineapple Express.
Oh,
One of my favorites.
yes.
But yeah, can you get a good look?
Now that would make me go to the dispensary to get that, if they had it. Not the flower.
The light is terrible,
The
but
rosin.
you can't really see anything.
It's just
But
pretty.
it's beautiful. It smells even better.
No, I can see that top.
What did I
It's
do with
beautiful.
that dang light? Oh, shut up. I'll set you later.
Little arms.
Infinity's
right?
bitching at me. Oh, here it is. It's like, you're over a setting. There, maybe this will help.
We'll see if she'll work. But regardless, it does look nice and chunky. And I mean, it's a little
That's
hard
gorgeous.
to tell. It looks frosty.
Too close?
How long did that one go in? How many days in flower, or how many weeks?
It would have been 9 weeks Sunday.
Nice.
9 weeks. That's pretty good.
That's shy. Cool. And then, Tina, what's the profile on it? How would you describe it? I love hearing how everyone kind of describes things, even if it's super basic. Like it smells like fucking weed. Like it doesn't have to be super specific. I don't feel like you're on the spot, but some people have really
That
neat
smells
ways.
like pot.
It's pretty fuely.
Oh, nice. Most of Pineapple Express I've tried, most of Finos are more of that kind of. You can see why they say pineapple-y, that's sweet little rotten fruit-esque, but maybe that's more where it came from, a deeper rotten fuel and kind of rotten fuel. Holy smokes!
It was fruitier in the beginning. It fueled out here at the end.
And that's one of the beautiful things with taking things longer than the conventional person, because I imagine those looked pretty beautiful right at 8 weeks.
Just got all gnarly. Dude, this thing weighs a lot.
Oh my God, I have no idea how you said that. I was laughing my ass off, man.
It's squeezable. I can't even squeeze it. That is solid.
Ooh, I want to.
That's beautiful, Johnny.
Yeah, that's how I
Why
felt.
don't they make glue out of this stuff? Seriously.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Seashells by the seashore.
Oh my God, I definitely have had too many days. I forgot to microdose, y'all. Damn it.
That's okay. There's plenty of time, Tara.
I'm going to microdose when we get off.
Okay, I gotta do it right now. I gotta do it right now. Why I think
I did this morning,
Okay,
so
I gotta think about it right now.
it'll be time
Speaking
to
of
do it.
microdosing, who out there microdoses, or do they like microdosing, or do you prefer higher doses, no doses, have some experiences or not? I know we got to talk with Darren a little while ago recently about some pretty cool trips and some funny experiences. So that was fun. You guys will have to check those out. But yeah, what do you think? Because I know the conventional microdose is around
Well,
0.1
so-
and you don't feel it.
I realize that I shouldn't take it after 8 o'clock if I want to go to sleep. It's a little much for me if I take
energizing.
more. Yeah, it really actually helps me keep going a little bit in the afternoon. It kind of gives me a little kick. So like, I think it like from like up until 8 o'clock, I'm probably okay. But like after that, I don't think I should take it if I want to get up early in the morning. I love to get up early in the morning. I'm an early riser. The sun comes up. I am out of bed. My brain's like, so like I gotta go to sleep early. That's why y'all don't see me on these late night shows. And I love that you all have an awesome chat in the evenings. And that's why I'm not normally in the evening chats very often. This is like rare that we're even live right now. And at some of the stuff that I've been doing, but I love it. There's like chats going on all hours of the day for everybody to hang out. And I think it's really cool that all the communities coming together on these live streams. So I
Hell
welcome
yeah.
all the more. It's really cool.
There's a little lemon in there too.
There you go. That
Yeah?
makes sense.
Nice.
Now I was going to circle back on you, Tara, a little bit and just ask you what was your preferred dose when you're doing it? I know you've got an eagle eye. So aside from the eagle eye, roughly, what do you think the dosage is? Like, do you think it's in the, like, you know, less than a 0.1, or you think you're closer to a 0.2, or whereabouts are you? Because
I like kind of like the under the 0.2s.
okay, so
Over 0.2, but this is the Ecuadorian or Ecuador strain. Now, the Golden Teachers, I was able to take 0.2. I didn't like 0.3 on Golden Teachers. So it just depends. And then also there was one Golden Teacher that I just loved over all the other Golden Teachers I tried. Like, so it's so weird how just like strain and cultivar and cannabis, the mushrooms are the same way. And hell yeah, freaking Oregon, did they not pass a mushroom, like the whole law for everything?
Everything.
Last night?
Everything.
Hell
and a
yeah,
lot of
Oregon.
Everything is legal in Oregon.
Psilocybin.
Everybody's moving to Oregon.
I knew I wanted to go to Oregon. I'm actually looking at Eastern Oregon. You know, Eastern Washington is the same as Eastern Oregon. Like, it's the same, like, temperature and climate, like, all the way down. Even kind of up where Drake lives, like, even where he lives, he's up north of me. We're all kind of like the same. We get the same weather pattern, and it's really pretty mild, and I love growing in this area.
It's desert-ish, but we get all the seasons.
Yes.
Let it be a day closer to me, so that'd be good.
yeah, exactly, right? One step closer.
No matter which way I'm traveling, it'd be closer.
Oregon won't be any closer. It's actually farther.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
It
don't go
is.
there.
Oh yeah, that's
more
right too,
like
because
kitty
it's
corner.
it's down and
Look what you did
over.
there.
Straight
Look what you
down.
Down and over.
Yeah, it'd be farther. Yeah.
That's right too.
Why don't I just go to San Diego? That'd be the farthest point from you, Kathy. I could get to. I know. Okay,
Break my heart.
I'm gonna weigh this and see what this weighs, because I'm really kind of curious.
I've been doing about a 0.13
Nice.
on an average. If I do 0.18, it's a little much for me. But when I was younger, I enjoyed a higher dose. Whereas now it just makes me kind of jittery, and I don't enjoy the jittery side of that, unless, you know, I'm hanging out with a bunch of people.
That would be getting into the
doesn't
small
happen.
dose threshold, right? So for the microdoses, the whole aspect, the whole point of everything is you don't feel it psychologically.
Slight little, maybe it just gives you a lift, but it keeps you right there.
And
it doesn't
it's
do
so
this.
subtle. It's like it's more things that, like, if you did it for a month or two and then you just stop for a while, you might be like, feel a little off for some reason. And it's not something that it's like your body's, you know, you're getting addicted to this thing or something like that. It's just like I don't know enough about it to speak about it. So we're talking to some mushroom guys pretty soon again, and we've got some other people that are quite a bit more educated on the topic.
That's going to be interesting.
But the way I see it is, like, you know, it helps a lot with, like, you know, I've got personal issues going on, any sort of little depression or whatnot, and my ADD and just mood overall. It just helps. And I'm talking the microdoses, so you don't really feel it at all. And then if you start getting to, you know, the 0.2s, that's where a lot of people start getting the angst and, like, you know, a little bit of, like, the still really light mood and motivation and on the go, but it's got that angst to it. So it's like, that's at the next level, right? That's the small doses. And from, you know, 0.2 to maybe half a gram or so would be a small dose. What was that, Johnny?
0.2.
Oh my God, sorry, I was muted.
0.2 grams of mushrooms, psilocybin. I mean, specifically probably Golden Teachers.
0.2, boy, that doesn't seem like a lot.
No, we're talking microdoses, and like 0.2 is generally like defined as a small.
It's where
dose.
it's where it breaks off from being a microdose to a small dose.
I wonder if I'd noticed that.
Most likely not until like around 0.2, depending the stuff, and then maybe just a tiny little bit. But same thing, when you're conventionally doing mushrooms, most people have like from an eighth to a quarter, depending the individual.
Right.
The rule of thumb for a lot of people is like the heroic dose is 5 grams in darkness, and you know, just have a good time and experience.
That would never happen. I would never do that, because
I
I know what the 0.2 does to me, and I couldn't do it.
That being said, though, there's a lot of people that kind of say that's still just kind of dipping your finger into the water, right? And they
Yeah.
say,
You know,
like, there was a cool panel that I was shown, and it was on YouTube. I'll see if I can find it again and share it up. But it was quite a few of these scholars, and they were talking about their experiences and their trips, and they're all doing like mushrooms to the point where you keep eating until you can't eating mushrooms anymore. So like if you can physically keep eating mushrooms, you keep eating, and then
I've seen some of those videos, and it's very watching them go through that is it's intense watching it.
Yeah.
When you're watching it and them talking about their experience and what they're seeing and what they're feeling and
lots of these people that were speaking on it, like their jobs and their livelihood depend on them being like very fluent and with it. And like they can't just like risk going and having a psychotic break and stuff. So there's a lot of different perspectives and potential for the stuff as well. But I'm also someone that's like, I, do a gram if I'm feeling like crazy. I accidentally did one a while back, which is just a ridiculous story. Who the hell does that? Thinking it's a cannabis cap, but I was tired all day and it just happened.
well,
you ever heard of golden toppers?
I'm not specifically golden toppers, but I imagine that's the same as
golden top. The thing was about
golden teachers.
It was about
probably
that
same.
big, and a stem about that big, and about like that big around at the base.
They can get that big.
I ate the whole thing back in like college.
Oh yeah, and there's a place for everything, right?
At U of M, we walked around Ann Arbor. My buddy went to U of M. We walked around Ann Arbor, pretty messed up. That was the most I'd ever done. That was insane. Because usually they were like these little things, like tiny little mushrooms. I had never seen one big one. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, that's a toadstool, man.
Spore the World on Instagram has huge mushrooms. He grows big
beautiful.
Beautiful
mushrooms.
Yeah, big ass mushrooms.
Yeah, I've never seen any mushrooms that
how that works.
Yeah, and speaking of mushrooms, we'd be talking with all the mushroom guys about inoculating properties and farms with garden giants. I can't pronounce their scientific
name. I love that idea.
Keep calling them that. I think they also called champagne mushrooms. Is that the?
Yeah, which is a beautiful mushroom.
Yeah, and you just you take this mycelium and you spread it all over your cover crop. You have or your mulch layer, I should say, and then you put
this is also a psilicide mushroom.
This is a culinary mushroom.
Wine caps, I think.
Wine champagne.
Close. Hey, that got me on the key. If you wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't have
bubbling wine.
Yeah.
Bubbling wine.
I'm that way with Pictionary. Oh my God! Speaking of which, would it not be fun to play Pictionary on Zoom with you all? Because we could actually play a game of Pictionary offline. It'd be really fun.
Have like a whiteboard?
Yeah, because
there's a whiteboard.
You go share. Look, you can look this. Look, you can totally have a whiteboard.
Oh, like
you can totally draw.
Oh, like I'm with my mouse or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Is that not dope or what? Check that out.
That would be hilarious. Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
And we could totally play Pictionary and shit. It would be so much fun.
2 hours on psilocybin.
I would love to do that with y'all. It would be so much fun to get some games going. I think we all need to get some of this shit going on with the cannabis community to bring more people together. So let me know if you think if you're interested.
Let's do some fun stuff.
I'm thinking like a Friday night game night after this. Maybe starting that next week. Let's think about that.
Where you're out in what, Washington or Oregon?
Yeah, I'm in Washington State.
And Kathy, you're where?
Massachusetts.
Wow, East Coast, West Coast, and Drake.
I am in the Okanagan in Canada, BC.
Okay, so you're over by the dude.
I am close. I am pretty close to the dude. I think the dude's 5 hours away from me.
He's in Vancouver more, yeah.
All right.
Shout out DGC. Check out the DGC.
Yeah, the dude that dogged me out. We went live on our other channel.
Oh, there you go.
That was
I got my grinder.
Oh my God, that was funny. Speaking of which, JR Token, I haven't seen him for a while, but I did see he did an update today. So go check him out too. We keep missing connection because he was supposed to come on and give me some updates. So maybe I'll get him back on here because I'm curious to know how Cannabis is going and how many subscribers they have and followers. And we need to get Q back on here. Q grows as well and see how they're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, remind me to do that, guys. Let's do that. So
we'll get on it.
Yeah. And Lala Gardens, you're welcome to come
Yeah,
on. If you can
yes.
find
Thank
a
you.
quiet spot, that would be awesome.
Thank
She's
you.
a girl that does IMO, and we can hang out and do that. But y'all, I think we're going to call it a night, but I would open it up to anybody that would like to jump off live. I'll throw the link in chat if you want to jump in for a few minutes. I'll hang out and do another dab with y'all if you want.
Okay.
And on that note, I think we're going to end this live, y'all. Have an awesome, peaceful, fantastic night. And hope you stay healthy and high and medicated. And wish you all a fantastic sleep.
Get those thumbs up. Click and subscribe. Peace and love, everybody.
Peace.
Terribly Live.